It's tea time!
This is where we spill the tea. I mean, we're here.
We're on the Jones Beach Boardwalk.
Oh
Dee
my
Snyder's
God.
calling it.
Wrap it up. We've been hanging out with the HotTeas.
The HotTeas, by the way, armies. Hashtag
Long
Long Island
Island
Life.
Life.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, welcome back to Long Island Tea. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon.
And we're here on a very, very special episode. I'm going to try not to cry because I am tired.
I know.
So,
I know.
But it's our 1 year anniversary. Cheers.
That's
Whoa.
amazing.
It's crazy.
We made it a year, girl.
Yeah. And we've been spilling some tea for a year.
I can't believe it.
On Long Island Life. And I was explaining it to somebody, and I was like, listen, I'm trying to help people kind of craft their own other destinations.
Because everybody's like, how do you
What
do
are you
it?
guys doing?
What are you doing?
Why is it so, you guys are so out there,
Yeah,
right?
we're
And I'm like,
everywhere.
we're just talking about real life.
Right.
That's what we do.
Long Island life.
But I said, we've learned it's been a year of learning. Like, and I said, we started off kind of like a Saturday Night Live skit.
We totally did.
It was very like, hello,
Hello.
sweaty balls.
What a weather.
Welcome, sweaty weather. And then we went through some things where it was kind of like we had, some episodes that were like, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we kind of found our format and our sweet spot.
I
and
loved
with
it.
the help of the entire team. And now it's become like this whole team effort.
I love it. I love these guys.
I know.
It's
Cheers.
So amazing.
So we're celebrating our 1 year podcast anniversary. And we always got to start by saying, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I mean, I got home at 1 a.m.
I know, that's tough.
So, I'm doing, but great.
But you made it here.
And you know what?
We are celebrating.
Yeah, we are celebrating. And I got back from, I got to tell you about my trip. Can I tell you about my trip real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the Destinations International Advocacy Summit, which is in Houston. And Texas, my old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Although I shouldn't say that because I think I've only been to Houston once before. Like, I don't know Houston at all.
But you're still in the state.
Yeah, I was in this. It's a big state. It was so funny. A friend of mine from high school sent me a thing. He's like, "You're only 4 hours away," and I'm like, "That's such a Texas thing to say."
Yeah, exactly.
You're only 4 hours away. I'm like, "That's a totally different state. Everywhere else." But anyway, so I took Susan with me, our new VP of Community Engagement, and we go to Texas, and we were on the flight from New York, from LaGuardia, and we land, and we're in their Uber driver going to the downtown. Our hotel was in the downtown, right between, all the stadiums are there, the convention center was right there. And she's like, oh, it's weird, like, there was a bunch of guys on our flight, and I think they're here for, like, some sporting event. And I'm like, oh, did I, like, golf maybe? Are they golfing? And the Uber driver's like, yeah, there's a lot of golfers come here. We're like, oh, cool. And then we get to the hotel. You can't even pull in the porte cochere, like, it's backed up. Everyone's wearing Houston, like, Astros gear. And I'm like, oh, there must be a game tonight. There's an Astros game. And he's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, that's a lot of people. And he's like, yeah, sometimes people just come to the bars,
Just to watch the games.
Just to watch the game. I'm like, that's dedication. Wow.
Yeah.
Our hotel was, like, slammed. And I'm like, weird. I turn on the TV. World Series, game 1. It was the World Series, game 1. I'm like, okay.
I think it's hysterical your Uber driver, like, had no clue.
No, but it's all anyone talked about. I was like,
Right. Uber driver's like, yeah, there's golf.
yeah. And we're telling everyone, we're like, and my colleagues came. I saw one of my colleagues, like, the next day, and because it was game 1 and game 2 the next day, in the elevator, like, ditching out on the side. He's like,
On the
I'm
conference.
Going.
He's like, gotta
he's
go.
got all of his Astros and stuff. He's got a ticket. I'm like, I didn't even know.
So funny.
I'm like, weird. It's the World Series. And they were playing Atlanta, by the way. So it's amazing that we booked the conference. Thank goodness.
And you got everything.
And I was in the conference hotel.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. And I came back early. I left the conference a little early because I wanted to come back for this episode and to see you guys and to celebrate. And the whole conference, like, we did a panel on this podcast.
I can't wait to hear about it.
I'm getting emails from people. I got stopped afterwards. Like, this guy from Puerto Rico was like, this is what we want to do.
That's hysterical.
Everyone's like, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't know. We just say, how you doing?
Yeah.
And then it goes from there.
I love it.
And also, we have an amazing team.
Yeah, we do. We couldn't do this without them, right?
Right. I mean, what Alyssa did on the
I
spooky
know.
episode, the last one.
I was floored by it. I thought it was so cool. Like, even listening on the podcast, but then, like, when we watched it and all the special effects she did.
Oh my God.
So cool.
And it's fun. I get to go to the conference and talk about it, right, as the CEO, but I'm like, I had no idea she was going to do that.
Right.
I heard it for the first time. Like everybody just here, like just has like when
Free
Chris did the
range.
paranormal, just free license to do whatever. I'm like, well, it's a good thing I liked that because it's awesome.
It's a good thing that was awesome.
But you know what? That's what we do though, is we hire people that are so amazing at what they do.
Yeah.
You just let them run.
Guess it. Yeah,
you just let them run, and it's awesome. And you guys, I'm so excited to be here today because I came back. I say it all the time. We are, but really, you guys are the talk of the industry. It's so. No, I was like, nobody's on TikTok.
I know. When you told me that story, I can't believe it. Like, she literally was at the conference and was like, raise your hand. And not a single hand popped up.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
They're nuts. So then what I did, of course, then after dinner, what I have to do is then I force everyone to watch all my TikToks.
Well, and then you got to like explain it all all night long.
I'm like, how are you not even on TikTok? Yeah. And our videos are just like, our team is so amazing. And sometimes you have to go. And by the way, the room of the people that I'm in are like the most amazing, talented people in the industry, and they're doing incredible things too. And I love learning from them. So these are not like, these are the cream of the crop. Right. They're awesome. Right. And it's so for them to look at us and say what we're doing is amazing. It's just like, it blows my mind.
I know.
It blows my mind.
It's humbling, right?
It's great. It makes me I feel so lucky to be part of this team.
We're so lucky. We really are.
Yeah.
We should pop some bubbly.
Yeah. So we're going to celebrate. So we're going to celebrate with some champagne. Sharon and I are drinking something different.
We're drinking, right now we are drinking Bating Hollow Farm Vineyards White Satin 2020. Mm-hmm. It is so delicious. It's a
really
white
good.
Merlot. Which we always love a white Merlot, right?
I was literally thinking of that. The white Merlots, which I never would have tried without Long Island Wine Country doing this segment, and they're so good.
It is. It's delicious.
Would you guys ever go to the liquor store and buy a white Merlot?
Never.
I don't think that I would. I will now. Good. I promise. It's so good.
This is the White Satin Select is a crisp white Merlot exhibiting bright red fruit on the palate coupled with a hint of tannin. This wine was created by gently pressing our select Merlot grapes prior to a cool, slow fermentation.
That's good. It was good reading that, Sharon, because there's no label. It's like on the bottle, so it's hard to see. But I think it's because it's like a cold, crisp white, but it's not sweet.
Right.
It's like
so good.
We love a good red wine.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is really good.
So good. So I'm gonna. I don't know.
But let's do
this.
Oh, you don't know how to pop the.
do,
you're not a big bubbly.
Like,
I know. Let me. So we're gonna pop the champagne because we are gonna celebrate today, and also I want to say thank you to our HotTeas.
Yes.
You guys. I hope you're at home or wherever you are.
Woo!
Not if you're in the car, obviously. But pop some champagne and celebrate because. The only reason we're able to do any of this is because of our HotTeas. And I was bragging about all of our HotTeas at my conference and how when people say, how you doing? And they DM, and when you guys DM us and we leave us reviews.
This is
and
why.
When you buy our merch, I was totally sporting the merch and everyone's like, we want that shirt.
That's awesome. And
I'm like, shop.discoverlongisland.com.
Right.
Okay.
And look at what we're wearing today.
I know. Go for it, Sharon.
How
Tell
fun.
them
So this is our new merch.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
Everybody's obsessed. The whole entire office, as soon as it came, we were like, oh my God, open the box. It's like Christmas. This is so
it really is like Christmas. It's like Christmas.
And beautiful. And the color, I love it. We got some new Spill the Tea sweatshirts.
Yeah, Spill the Tea. And they're like the sea foam green.
But like you say sea foam, but it doesn't, it's
very,
right. It's very like pastel.
Oh my God. And what'd you call it? Sage? Like a sage? Well, yeah. God knows we need some sage around here based on the last episode. I'm like, we've been talking a lot about sage. But no, and honestly, we source our merch, as we always say, so carefully.
So carefully.
It is, this is my winter uniform.
Yeah. It's going to be the entire office.
Sharon and I are both wearing it. We'll post some stuff on Instagram if you if you're listening on audio, we'll show it. And then we also, of course, have the YouTube show. You can go see it.
Yeah.
But my favorite part is this little on the sleeve. Yeah. If you buy it, you get a little heart from K&S.
It's so cute.
You get little hugs.
Little signature.
I know.
It's so cute. I love it.
Oh, you guys come get. This is for everyone. You guys come get
come
the
celebrate.
Team. Well, or should we make them save the champagne for their favorite story episode like we've done before?
Let's do a toast.
Okay.
Do a toast.
Alyssa says do a toast. All right. Alyssa planned this whole thing. I just rolled in at 1 a.m. I have no idea what this episode's about. So here. I need that. I can't reach that glass there.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, this is, I hope you guys all know how much this is a total, you see me and Sharon, but this is a total team effort. We love it. Here. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Okay, cheers. Yay.
Cheers,
We're doing
guys.
this on now.
Podcast.
1 year.
Whoop,
Yeah. I mean, we're still going to say sweater weather, but that's okay.
Sweater weather. Speaking
Chaos
of, I
recipe.
got you an anniversary present.
No.
I did. And I got myself one too. So,
Oh, thank God.
you know,
Sharon,
so
you know I
cute.
hate it when you get me stuff.
I know, but you gotta open it. It's like perfect.
Oh my God. I just got back. I didn't have, I could have been here a year. I wouldn't have thought of getting something.
but
I'm sorry,
listen,
you know.
You're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, oh my God.
Oh my God, what is it? Sweater weather! What?
Isn't that hysterical?
You did not know I was going to say that either. Look at this. Oh my God.
Isn't that so cute? So I got us matching sweatshirts.
Oh my God.
Not knowing we were going to get the merch today.
It says hello sweater weather.
Isn't that hysterical?
And I love that it's like leopard. It's so long.
It's so us, right?
It's so us.
So cute.
And you had no idea I was going to say that.
No.
Like, we don't have this scripted.
No.
You're so
Same.
good. And
Same
you know
girl.
what? And it's so funny. And I said that at the conference. I totally gave a shout out to, of course, the whole team. But I'm like, you know, our chemistry and our friendship and partnership on this, I think really does make the difference of this whole, the way people vibe on the show. And I'm like, it's real. We talk about totally real stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing
it's
on
so
here is
authentic,
contrived.
I think. Like, and you know, we have some new HotTeas that are listening. We have Alyssa's mom who's like binge watching our
Monica.
episodes. Monica, shout out. And then I made, so I was telling you, Braden's like new thing is riding around on his bike in the neighborhood, and like one of the little boy's moms is like, so do I need to listen to this podcast? And I'm like, yes, you do. She's like, I started from episode 1. I'm like, maybe fast forward.
Yeah.
Season 2 is where it's at.
Yeah. Well, at Brio like this, I got a bunch of emails after I did this session, and people were coming out to me like, I love how you do that, how it's so authentic, how it's not boring.
Yeah.
Because you listen to a lot of podcasts, and they said, why is yours different? What do you do that's different? And I said, I don't think we don't talk about what we want you to know. Like, we're not trying to just tell you things to do and things to do on
Go
Long
to this
Island.
park or
I'm like, we want to talk about what you want to hear. So we talk about celebrity and anxiety, and it's like what we would talk about without doing a show. Right. We would
It's our conversations.
It's what you would talk about with your friends or your neighbors or your sister.
Well, it's funny. Like, even when we started the podcast, you're like, the only way I'm going to do it is if it's you and I.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Because
know.
if we could record our conversations like we do now, you know, it's true.
It takes a level of trust and camaraderie and all of that. And I love what bringing everybody in the team has brought into it. And I was going to say something I totally forgot. We were talking about, the HotTeas. Oh, and so people wrote me and they were like, I love it. It's so amazing. I started listening.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, I listened to the medium one and I want to hear Brio like this. She was like, I'm going back to listen to the Hamptons one because I'm obsessed with Summer House and I need the deets. And I was like, I don't think we have the deets. I wanted to be like, I don't think we have the deets of Summer House on there.
I think we mentioned it.
Yeah,
it's recorded there.
But anyway, we can do. Well, I'm sure they have Winter House now. Did you see that?
I'm obsessed.
That's hysterical.
Is it in the Hamptons?
No, it's in Vermont.
It's in Vermont. Okay. Oh, it's not gonna be as good.
I know.
All right, that's fine though.
But I can give her the spots where they go.
Oh yeah. Bree knows all of them. Well, we were filming something, one of the Long Island TV episodes in the Vineyards. And Bree and everyone was wearing masks still. Mm-hmm. Bree was like, "Oh, I'm going to go to this one vineyard because I think I'm going to see. I always see some celebrity spotting." And I'm like, "You're not gonna, because everyone's wearing masks, and like also, you know, I don't think it's going to happen." And sure enough, she spotted someone from Summer House, and made friends. And I saw it later on her Instagram, like full pictures. I'm like, oh, okay,
she's so funny. She's also the one who can spot anybody out. Like, she ran into Mr. Big at JFK Airport, and like full hat, full mask, she knew exactly who he was. From Sex and the City.
I don't know anyone.
Bree's like, I see you.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Hi.
I never. People come right up to me and I'm like, I don't know you.
Same. I have like no clue. Somebody will be like, "Oh my God, that's so and so," and I'm like, "Where? I don't I don't see anything."
But this is so good. Yeah. Okay, so wine of the week. We talked about this, and then the champagne we just popped.
Oh my gosh,
we should talk about this
from
one.
Whispers Vineyard.
Chris has a lot to say about this one.
He does. So he sent me this whole article about how Smithtown.
He's like, it's the Smithtown bull.
You found the bull.
You found the bull.
That's so funny.
By the way, does anyone? Can we go back to that? No one really believes that they found the bull, right?
Because then it was like shut down.
You don't think that they would have taken a single picture or video?
Why was there nothing?
Come on. If the bull, they'd show him happy in his new home.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean.
Yeah, they didn't find him.
Like if you're watching The Sopranos Okay. They did not find the
What'd
bull.
you say?
What?
He was tagged. Like it was
Right. I don't believe it. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, they tagged a bull and said it was him?
No, he was tagged. Like he had a tag on
Oh.
it, and it was the same tag.
And for
Interesting.
our new HotTeas, there was a bull on the loose
Yeah.
on Long Island for several
Several weeks.
I mean, a bull on the loose. How do you lose it? But it was, and then suddenly they were like, "Never mind, it's all
Got 'em.
Don't look here.
Look away.
There's no pictures.
Look away.
There's no evidence. But he's fine. He's in a habitat somewhere. I'm like, please.
That's so funny.
Who believes that?
Right.
Anyway, go ahead.
They rescued him.
So we were talking about our new HotTeas, our new
So
merch.
yes, we got new merch, but we popped Whispers
yeah.
Vineyards. What is this?
The sparkling wine. So what is the story of the bull? Chris
So-
had some story that he printed out.
So the whole story of the bull is about Richard Smith, who rides his bull. What's his name?
Chris, come tell the story.
Yeah, Chris, come here.
Come tell the story real quick.
Come here.
Chris knows
'Cause
this.
You printed me this. I printed
Chris
this
got
whole
really.
article.
You can tell him. Chris, he got excited about the bull story. What happened with the bull in Smithtown?
Well, supposedly the legend is the Indians said he could have. Is this on? It's not on.
There you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
There we go.
Ta-da.
Better.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Wait, Chris,
what?
how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, that's your favorite thing. Is Sharon loves it when you say it.
Because he nailed it.
You nailed it. The Indians were going to give him whatever land he could ride his bull in a perimeter within one day.
Mm-hmm.
So he had this bull Whisper, and he rode it around the perimeter of what's now Smithtown.
Oh,
Interesting.
but you said there he tried to ride it in like the Hamptons, and they were like, nah.
Well, no, he didn't try. Well, that's just like the myth. But then they said really he was negotiating to get this property.
Oh.
He left Southampton, came to
Typical
Setauket,
Long Island.
got
Yeah.
kicked out here,
Negotiating
came
property.
here. Yeah, so he had to try to get the property from like England and from, I guess the Dutch were in there.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
So now
Okay.
there's a huge bull statue in the middle of Smithtown.
Yeah, he should have ridden it around East Hampton.
Yeah.
Or like waterfront. I know. No, but that's how Smithtown. And so this is Whisper Vineyards.
Whisper
I drive by
Vineyards.
this one all the
Right.
time.
It's one of the.
It's kind of in a neighborhood.
Right.
And it's really, really cute.
It is cute.
And this is great. I'm so glad. So thanks to Long Island Wine Country.
Yes.
And it's so funny because in my session that I did, no, oh, okay, Chris has to go back behind the camera. Wait, Chris, before you go.
Yeah.
We're doing favorite moments from the team.
Yes.
I know, you
We
don't want
got
to do
you
it.
here.
You're behind the mic already.
Okay, fine. Favorite moments.
Okay.
I think my favorite would have to be when we did the live show with all the HotTeas.
That was cool, right?
Yeah, because that was such a big ordeal
Yeah.
that the whole team put together. We got Mark involved with the limo and
Yeah.
everything else, and between Alyssa and Nikki and Bree and
Yeah.
everyone pulled off to do that. And then you guys were like stars. You had a live audience.
Yeah.
So
we were
crazy.
celebs
So it
that
was-
day.
it
It
was
was. I was telling that to
Yeah.
the conference. I'm like, we had a giveaway because they were like, how do you let people know about it? How do people hear about it? And I'm like, mostly social media, thanks to Bree and the TikTok crew and Caroline and what they're putting on there. And I said, but also, word of mouth. And we do giveaways, we do contests. We did this live show. And I'm like, and our HotTeas came. We put them in a limo, thanks to Mark of Elegance, our board, and the Vineyard, Terra Vitae hosted it. And we had a live studio audience that came and watched us record. And everyone's like, people are mind blown by that. Yeah.
You pulled it off without a hitch too. I mean, it wasn't like stumbling. Oh, that's the first one. We'll get
Yeah.
better. That thing was
Yeah.
Kind of like our first
smooth.
episode.
Yeah.
Like that's our first one.
We
We'll
didn't
get
know.
better.
Well, so here's some tea. Are you ready for this? Here's what people don't know. Our first episode actually never really aired. Remember that?
Oh yes, yes, that's some tea.
That's actually some real tea.
That's true.
The first episode we recorded, did you record it on video? I don't know that you did. I don't think you did. I think we
think
just
we did.
recorded the audio version
Right.
because we just thought we just dove in. Like, let's just try it. If we're going to
Yeah,
do podcast.
yeah.
And it was a
Some
hot mess.
flop.
It was a hot mess.
It was a hot mess.
But you know
That's
what? But
so true.
we got to hear it. We learned so much. So, and it gave everybody an understanding like of what, because people didn't know. Like Maggie was here at the time,
Right.
and she didn't know what was.
What she expected or what you expected.
Yeah, I think the initial concept was to be like where we talk about like places to eat, events, things to do, and I'm like, no, I want to talk about celebrity and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so it's evolved,
It
and the
has.
first one didn't air, and you're welcome
You're welcome. HotTeas.
for that because it was all over the place. So who else wants to come and talk about their favorite moments?
Brianna.
Bree. Okay.
Look at her.
You
Oh,
you don't
we're
know
on the
one?
spot?
Yeah. You want to wait? She's like, I haven't thought of one.
Think about it. And wait, you guys have matching necklaces? So cute.
Oh yeah. This is on trend.
Love
Oh.
it.
This is on trend.
I gotta get on trend.
Yeah, yeah. The little initial necklaces.
Yeah, the name initial.
Yeah. So, how have you
Favorite
liked being a part of it? And I mean, what is your overall feelings?
I love it. It's so much fun. And even before this, I was like, my head a million different directions, a million things going on. And then I come in here and I'm like, this is so fun.
I know. It's so fun. You know, Brie, again, one of the things we talked about at our conference is workforce development and the challenge of getting people to work for you and coming back to the office and there's just been a lot of, and especially, you know, hospitality industry was the hardest hit related to the last 2 years. And there's been a bit of morale dip and they're like, we used to be a fun industry and how do we do it? I'm like, I come out of my office and everyone's eating spicy Skittles and doing TikToks and filming paranormal, you know, episodes and the podcast. We have so much fun.
We do.
And it's like, it's okay to create content and make it fun.
And it's okay to say that we still have fun.
Yeah.
You know, like I think there was a time for a while there where it was like, oh, you guys are having too much fun. You know what I mean? Not us, but like in the industry. And then it's, you know, it's okay to be still professional. And
well, I think the fun in the industry, the fun people used to have was like, you know, golfing or whatever. And that's your individual fun. But what we're doing is we're creating content for people to listen to and learn about where they live and how they can like have the best experiences and access our partners and show them new things. So we're actually educating people, but in a fun way. And so I think we're still doing the mission of our job and still working probably harder than we have ever worked before.
I mean, our entire
you know?
team is behind every effort we do. Like, I think that's what's so awesome. Like the Skittles thing. I mean, our entire office was like trying it and like they were recording our responses.
And because it was a new partner. It's a new partner that came on board that sells these great exotic, you know, food things. So
snacks.
We're like here for them.
Yeah.
You know, we're here for our small businesses and our partners. So, all right, Bree. So, and you are the new host. I mean, you've always been part of Long Island TV, but now you're like the official host of Long Island TV.
Yes, I know.
Oh, do you want? How about you tell the story about what just happened with the Long Island TV Paranormal Institute?
Oh, yes. So Tom from the Southampton History Museum, he reached out to us the other day and said, he was like, thank you so much for coming and doing the episode at Rogers Mansion, the ghost tour, the network TLC that everyone knows. Like, they reached out to Rogers Mansion and they're filming actually today.
Yeah, because they saw
the
LI
TV show.
They saw your episode, the LI TV episode, you and Chris. They saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then he goes, so first of all, they're paying to book the museum and come and film an episode.
Yep.
And secondly, all the promotion they're going to get out of it. That's what we do.
Right.
And how fun. We got to go do it. We got to showcase them. And then TLC sees it and is like, we're coming there. That's so awesome.
Yeah. That's the fact that TLC saw it. I'm freaking out.
I know. Listen, you can't leave.
Yeah.
No.
I will cut someone at TLC.
I'm not.
Okay. I'm all sopranoed up.
Call 444.
I know. Don't do it.
That was one of my favorite episodes.
Oh, the commercials.
The 444.
the
The commercials.
commercials.
We were dying.
Yeah,
That
and
was
it's
totally
so
my
true.
favorite,
I
too.
still hear it all the time, and I'm like, stop. I love it. Don't stop.
Yeah, please give it to me. Oh
I
my
know.
God, that's so funny.
So good.
Yes, I love it. I love being a part of this team. We always leave here laughing. I can like never get any work done after we leave here. I'm like, can't switch back.
Yeah.
No,
So cute.
I love it so much.
Yeah, it's great. And it was so funny. So our board chairman sent me a text after he heard the last one, the haunted stories. And he was like, remind me to tell you my story about Ronkonkoma Lake. I'm like, okay. But I love how people
almost
listen to
jumped
it.
in.
Yeah, and people are really like, they love the content. It's fun and it makes people like proud of where they live and excited about it. And we do. That's the whole thing. We live in such a great place, and every time we travel, I come back and I'm like, I'm so happy to be home, and it feels we live in such a wonderful place.
Yeah, we do.
Bree, thank you for everything you do
Yes,
for us.
Bree.
You are our Instagram guru. You filter us and make us look tan and skinny.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, and you have just been such an instrumental part of this team. We just love having you. So thank you.
Thank you. I love it.
Perfect. Okay. What are we doing next? Real quick.
Are we going to ask Alyssa? Our
Oh no,
producer?
Alyssa's coming on here. Don't get me wrong.
All right.
Alyssa's
She's
coming
like,
on here.
I got things to say.
All right. Get over here, Alyssa. Alyssa's got things to say.
tea.
So, speaking of the hot teas,
Okay.
we got some hot teas that wrote to you to say happy anniversary. So, the ladies from Locally Bred.
Oh, love that.
Hi, Kristen and Sharon. Happy 1-year anniversary. There's no one we would rather spill the tea with about all things Long Island. Thank you both for loving Long Island as much as we do and spreading the word about how awesome our home is. You ladies are killing it out there. Cheers to many more years of spilling the tea.
Oh,
I
so
love
cute.
them. I was just looking.
Cheers.
Cheers. I love the Locally Bred girls.
They
also,
were our very first guests.
They were. And by the way, they are coming out with, they have their snack box.
Oh,
And then they were talking about their new winter box. Like, honestly, Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
Locally Bred. You won't go wrong. Their stuff is
seriously.
amazing. Okay, go ahead.
Randy, Big Ran on campus, one of our hot teas. Happy anniversary, K&S, the Long Island Dream Team. Wishing you and the team another year of LI favorites, bagels, iced coffee, and
I love
summer
it.
days by the water.
By the
I
water.
love it. So
Shout out to you, Randy.
cute.
She even
this.
spelled it just like that.
Water.
All those words just like that.
Just like
That's
that.
so cute.
W's everywhere.
Are we going to put all these on Instagram, Brie?
Yeah,
we got to
we-
put all
we
these on
can-
Instagram.
we
They're
can do it.
so cute.
This is from Moments Between Us, Capri and Nick.
What is their new name?
Andiamo Adventures.
Andiamo Adventures.
Okay.
Because they're engaged, so maybe that's his last name.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Oh, you're so
Hey,
smart.
Kristen and Sharon, it's Capri and Nick from the Moments Between Us. We're so excited to wish you congratulations and happy 1-year anniversary with Long Island Tea Podcast. We love listening to your podcast, especially during our long weekend adventure drives, and had such a blast attending Terra Vitae with you all as hot teas.
So cute.
They're the cutest, and they got engaged, and they're cute. Alyssa, I'm going to pour you more champagne because you're,
Oh,
you're
yes,
doing a lot of work
please.
over there. Okay, go ahead. This is awesome. You're the best, by the way.
Nashville blogger Ashley.
Oh, the
Purpose and
Nashville
Passion
bloggers.
blog.
They're so
Kristen and Sharon, happy 1-year anniversary. It has been an honor to know you both, work with you, and be a part of your success story on Long Island Tea. You are both amazing. I can't wait to watch your dreams continue to flourish. Cheers to 1 year down and many more to come.
Oh my God,
So
our
cute.
Nashville bloggers are so
love them.
cute, and we
They're
have that.
so cute.
We hired them when we got the direct flight from Nashville to Long Island MacArthur Airport,
Yeah.
and they came on a trip, and they're so freaking
They were
cute.
adorable.
And I have one more little
Oh
surprise.
my God, Alyssa!
Alyssa, you're full of them today.
I know.
But you know what? Let me tell you about my favorite moment because
Okay, all right, let's
Dee
hear it.
Snyder.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
I was brand new to, I had taken over for Maggie at the time. I think it was like my second or third episode.
Yeah.
And I just, on a whim, messaged him on Instagram.
We were like, wow,
No,
way
like,
to show
I'm
up
like,
as
this
our
is
new
a shot in the
producer.
She's
dark.
like, hey, I got Dee Snyder.
Wow.
He's gonna
I
be
started
on our
the
episode.
message. This is a shot in the dark. I'm like, he's never gonna read this. And then his
Yeah.
people, his,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
so awesome.
his publicist or whatever got back to me, and
Yeah.
I remember sitting there watching the interview like, this is so cool. This is so cool. This is the coolest
cute.
thing. I can't believe I did this.
And by the way, he was so
awesome.
just such a great guy,
so,
and
humble and down to earth.
And he played us his new Christmas song,
Yes.
which was like, by the way, he wrote it and Celine Dion sang it, and it's like the #1 Christmas song in
Yeah,
Canada.
it's insane.
And yet nobody here knows it. I'm like, did you know that? Yeah, it's like the #1 Christmas song of all time in Canada. And it's Dee
amazing.
Snyder's song.
Oh,
he wrote
boy.
it.
All right, so
What does she
Okay.
have here?
What?
Look
Oh
at
God.
this.
Oh God. What is this?
can you see it?
Yes. Oh. Oh. Okay. It's a video. Okay. Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Long Island Tea with Kristen and Sharon.
We're here to share the tea.
Yeah. Is it share the tea, or it's not Long Island iced tea, right?
No, it's the tea.
The tea. Hey, Sharon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Oh my God. How you doing?
I'm doing
It
good.
never gets old.
It doesn't. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey,
I
how-
missed you.
I miss you too. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Let me tell you, I'm doing.
You are doing good.
He was like, you need to, because I was like, how you doing?
Yeah.
He's like, what is that?
What are you trying to say?
Who's Dawn? That's what we say on the Long Island Tea Podcast, which airs weekly everywhere you get your podcasts. a year ago, we were a completely different organization. We were doing so much different stuff with our business, and now we get to do this podcast.
It's so fun.
Have our regular individual gift boxes, and then we have our seasonal subscription box too. So they go to thousands of homes across Long Island.
I really don't think there's another part of the country with such a diverse array of musical talent as Long Island.
Okay, sparkling point. We have the fresh aromas of Meyer lemon, red apple, and ripe pear. A citrus zest with a silky touch of brioche.
Brioche?
Is that what it says? Brioche.
Oh.
Cut that.
That said, making your kids listen to your music.
Yeah.
Very abusive, but I think it's good parenting.
Well, also, that includes you, Dee, just so you know. But you're a local legend here on Long Island. You know that.
I am very happy to have made Newsday's top 100 Long Islanders back at the turn of the century. Yes.
Is there an applause button? Do I get
No, we'll get it.
Or a light?
Oh my God! I said he's out diving.
I was just going to say, I'm so excited to welcome our new diva.
I am happy to be here.
You're kind of making us all look bad.
You don't have to be Superwoman, but I am.
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, I almost put on my I belong on Long Island shirt, but instead I wore my fit and sexy shirt.
Yes,
my
Fit
brand
and
too.
I loved researching presidential history on Long Island.
It's interesting that you lean into the conversation this way, because I'm so happy to hear that more Black-owned businesses feel comfortable identifying as Black-owned.
I've been doing Winterfest long enough now that I really appreciate the fact that it's beautiful and you have so many places with fireplaces.
I know. All my friends are like, oh, you have the best job. You get to go out and do all these fun things all the time, which I do, and I love it. But at the same time, I'm like, you have no idea how much work goes in behind the scenes.
Somebody always asks me where are my favorite places in the world. And I say, I'll give you my criteria. It's where I sleep the best, right? Because where you sleep the best is where you think the best, where you create the best, where you love the best. It's all there. And so since I can remember, where I sleep the best is Fire Island.
It's only been a few months since Faces has been out there, but the response has just been overwhelming and incredible.
Mm-hmm. And so we have everything from bubbles to building to a Feast for Beasts gallery with live animals. They can get to broadcast the news.
Yes, I am part of the family that owns Adventureland. And it's awesome. It's a family-owned and operated business, and it really, I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's so fun. It's amazing.
I got married last weekend.
Congratulations!
We're gonna do 2 ounces of the Pomodoro in a glass filled with ice.
Let's see how it is. Cheers. Here's to moms.
I think a lot of people, when they think of Long Island and golfing, they think of places like Shinnecock.
I mean, we're here.
We're on the Jones Beach Boardwalk at the Bethpage Air Show, kicking off Memorial Day weekend and an iconic Long Island summer ahead.
And here we go.
As we go on our journey, I'm like, oh, we're in the Hamptons? Like,
my engagement is always like, people are so engaged when we travel because people are so intrigued by like new places and like,
where
oh my gosh, I want to go there. So
Alyssa actually has something for us, a game where she's gonna quiz us on how well do we know Long Island.
It's tea time.
Come on, Chris.
Chris is like hashtag no.
He's like, no. Not saying it.
Nope, not happening.
Special episode, Sharon.
Special episode, girl. We are at Terra Vitae.
We're surrounded by our hot teas.
Yay!
Woo! You guys it's kind of surreal.
It is surreal. Like I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
It's weird. I love you guys, but it's kind of scary. Like usually we're in the corner of my office
in a table, like just
and
sitting
I'm
there.
like emailing, and then I just come over and record a show.
And we talk, right?
Yeah, we just talk. And
but we've been hanging out with the hot teas.
The hot teas, by the way, are amazing.
Yay!
Cheers!
Cheers!
We won for no big deal. It's best social media in the country.
No
in
biggie.
the country.
This time of year, it's so great, and it's so much fun that I've been traveling all over the country, finally, again, going to all sorts of hotel industry-related events and stuff, but I always love coming back to my place in Smithtown, to my place on Long Island, to my real home.
And welcome to any new listeners that we have as a result of all of our amazing airplane advertising.
That's so awesome.
And he's like yelling at you, like, they don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't know it. You call us.
We got it.
We come to your house.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
like,
scary.
oh my God, I don't know what's happening.
Speaking of haunted house, we are so funny. But there's also that guy, like I keep telling you, where we're like, we don't want it to sound like that. But it's the guy with the gold. We buy and sell gold. Gold, gold, gold. We got it everywhere. Come here and cash it in.
What the actual heck is happening in what you now call September?
September.
Where we were walking through was basically the same exact place where Charles Lindbergh took off, where Amelia Earhart took off, and
we always recommend a flight because that's how you could taste through what we're pouring currently.
I don't know.
You're more control oriented. That's different.
Totally true.
That is so true.
I love this haunted episode. It's, I don't know,
Amazing.
Nikki, it's creeping me out. I don't know. It started off like fun and light, and now I'm
And
like,
now we're like
fully,
Nikki's story. Like
I'm fully creeped out.
Happy anniversary! Congrats on 1 year. Thanks for all the laughs from the podcast team. We love you guys.
Kristen and Sharon, how you doing? Congratulations on 1 year of the Long Island Tea podcast. It's been quite the journey, and I'm so honored to have been a part of it. Cheers, HotTeas!
Hi, Kristen and Sharon. Congratulations on 1 year of the Long Island Tea podcast. I'm so proud of you both on where you've taken this podcast, and I love still listening to it here in South Carolina and getting all my tea on Long Island. Love you both.
Hi, guys. Congratulations on your 1 year anniversary. I know your hotties can agree that we love tuning in for tea time every week. You ladies serve up the best tea on Long Island. And not only do you make us laugh, but you truly give us the best inside scoop on everything going on. So congratulations, pop those bottles, make us proud. We can't wait for another year ahead.
Happy 1 year anniversary! Me and Ashley absolutely loved visiting Long Island. It was so much fun. If you are ever in Nashville, we would love to see you and show you around. We hope you enjoy your day.
Happy first anniversary, Sharon and Kristen and the Long Island Tea podcast. It has been an amazing year, especially for me to serve as the health and wellness ambassador for Discover Long Island. Looking forward to our next experience together. Number 1.
We have a very special congratulations going out to Discover Long Island and the ladies of the Spill the Tea podcast, Kristen and Sharon. We're so excited that you've hit 1 year. You guys do an amazing job. You are so dedicated and passionate to just sharing everything lovely of Long Island. I listen every week. I learn a lot of information. And today, we sit and congratulate for you. Congratulations on 1 year at the podcast. Cheers.
First of all, Alyssa, thank you for doing that. And the whole
so
team,
cute.
the whole team that you guys did that. I mean, to me, that
thanks to Caroline and Bree for getting all that video of
Yes.
everybody.
I mean, and Chris, you guys, the whole team, you guys are so amazing. And the fact that we didn't know you were doing that, again, that you took the initiative to just do that is so incredible. And it's funny because the conference I just went to, the whole thing they're trying to teach organizations like ours across the country to do is the buzzword is called be a community shared asset. Be a community shared asset, be something your community values. And I'm like, I look at that and I'm like, that is a perfect testimonial of our community, local, Nashville,
Right? Everywhere.
Our partners, our sponsors, our board members.
So
I mean, just everybody like talking about it. It's really, to me, it's mind blowing.
I know.
Good job.
That was
Thank you,
awesome.
everyone, for doing that.
That was so cute.
And what an incredible. We could never have guessed or I think dreamed.
No, she's telling us like I have some surprises.
I didn't even know.
for
I was
you.
like, what did I even say? The first one. That's so funny. I was like, it's not the tea. What did I say? I was like,
I said. Where we share the tea.
I was like, what? What are we doing with the tea?
Who's sharing what?
We didn't even know.
First episode.
Oh, that
it
was cringe.
And that was actually the second episode. You have to have the people behind the scenes that you really trust and that are these creative, dynamic, amazing people that can make those judgment choices.
Yeah.
And understand you enough to know what you're community wants, what your customer wants, and what positions you in the right way. And that's not easy to teach.
No.
You know?
100%.
So I think the fact that we have this team is like, it's crazy.
It's incredible. I think that we've come so far, you and I especially, like we talk about this, we built this dream team. Thank God.
Bree, where were you when we were wearing those horrible sweaters on that New Year's Eve
Also,
show?
like,
Bree was like, I don't.
Can we just talk about the transition?
Well, we were hibernating. it was a
but that
winter
was my
hibernation period.
favorite. I think that was the most authentic episode. The F word episode was hysterical.
Yeah,
because we had so many laughs during that episode. We were literally dying on air, laughing so hard at everything we were saying.
I think looking back, because looking back now, my favorite part is when you said brioche.
Yeah, that's the same episode.
Yeah. But when you go other places, not everybody is comfortable with taking risks and doing fun things and being creative and being out there. And our board members, cheers to our board members, because our Discover Long Island board members, they give they're all volunteer. They give their time. So I'll get a drink because you know.
Bad luck.
But they give their personal time, and you girls, everybody get more champagne. We're celebrating.
Let's get some more.
Okay. So we're now officially in November, which is two things. Okay. I don't even tell you guys this, but November is going to be Shop Small month, right? Because, and by the way, it's both Shop Small and Amazon. Let's be honest, because we're all going to use Amazon.
Yes.
So
although like now is the time. To start.
Yeah,
right? You see that on the news everywhere. Like,
yeah, you get it. So I think
your package.
We're
in the middle of the sea.
100%. Like, don't wait till last minute.
Right.
So we're gonna start really working with Amazon, our Amazon page.
Yeah.
We have an Amazon shop page on there, and we're gonna put our Christmas shopping guide list for you.
Yes.
I've got a lot of ideas already.
Me too.
Oh, good.
So
and but also, again, supporting our local businesses is what we're all about, right?
Well, and I think it's so important, right? I think everybody's all about it. I keep getting these newsletters from every big corporation. Shop small, your local business, support a local. Nobody else does a jig when they make a sale. Like that's so cute.
Yeah, and it's especially during the holiday season. And honestly, the reality is you can get a lot of great stuff on Amazon, and we all use it. We're humans, but you can't. You can't get what you can get in our local downtowns.
Right. And it's such an experience for yourself too, just to like walk down Main Street and go into each and every store and like pick a little something for somebody.
And it's made with love.
It's made with love, and a lot of the local stores will gift wrapped for you.
They're so
and it's personalized. Like it's so sweet.
So our downtowns are incredible to us. You guys all know our downtown deals. Travel Pass, DiscoverLongIsland.com is what we prioritize and tell you how to experience our downtowns. But we're launching Shop Small.
Yeah.
We're going to do it for the next 5 weeks. We're going to promote.
So excited.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to tell you, we're going to highlight a couple of chambers. It's so funny. People don't realize, I'm like, Long Island has 120 different chambers.
They have no idea. Yeah.
And you're like, what?
We're made up of so many
the little villages.
towns.
And that's what makes us special, right? And so first of all, our Shop Small segment is brought to you by Suffolk County Economic Development and Planning Department. So thanks to Suffolk County for helping us do this and sponsor this. We're going to highlight a couple of chambers every episode. So why don't you go first?
So this week we're highlighting I'm on the South Shore, as we all know.
South Shore.
New HotTeas. I live on the South Shore. But we are highlighting Patchogue Chamber of Commerce this week. If you go to www.patchogue.com, you can find a list of all their small businesses. But part of the Downtown Deals Pass for Discover Long Island, and we filmed an episode on Long Island TV at Buttermilk's Kitchen.
Oh my God!
Do you remember that?
I literally took my whole family back there.
Yeah,
the next
it's amazing.
It was so delicious.
Rum taught us how to make those delicious margaritas that were on that video.
I hung out at Rum with the mayor of Patchogue, Paul Pontieri, icon.
I
was like drinking some tropical drinks with him at Rum. Oh, and Rum did the margaritas. Seats? No, that's a hike.
That's like rooftop.
You have to. That's like the Fire Island Lighthouse climb to get up there. It's far. It's crazy. But they made our margaritas for us too, Rum.
Right, on the Cinco de Mayo episode, which was awesome. But they have some events this November and December. It's called the New Tech Art Exhibit at the Museum of Contemporary Art of Long Island, running from November 6th to December 19th. Some of the businesses that we'd like to highlight is the Gateway Playhouse. The Gateway Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
They have the event called Capture the Magic of the Season as the Gateway incredibly transforms Patchogue Theater stage into an ice rink for Holiday Spectacular on Ice. It's running from December 17th to January 1st. They also have the Paper Doll Curiosity Shop.
Okay, that place is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, we're talking about shop small, right? And places you can go and get really unique finds.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Paper Doll Curiosity Shop, God knows what you're going to find in there.
Right.
There's like stuff you're never going to find anywhere else.
Exactly.
So cool.
Yeah. They also have the local burger, which there's also a local burger in Bayshore, my hometown.
Oh, yes.
Partnering with local purveyors and other small businesses, Local Burger brings fresh hand-pressed burgers, Long Island craft beer, and house-smoked barbecue to Main Street in Patchogue.
Yeah. I took my family there too, by the way, at their milkshakes.
Well, that's one of their downtown deals.
Bomb.
It's Downtown Deals Pass is a free milkshake with any sandwich purchase.
Oh, yeah. And then the Curiosity Shop, I think, gives you 10% off too with the downtown deals, So, did you even know that there was a contemporary art museum in Patchogue? You know how many times I've been to Patchogue? A million zillion times.
I love Patchogue because you know what's so awesome about that town is like it's one long main street.
Yeah.
Right? So, you can go and you can just park.
Yeah.
Or you can take the train.
And here's what people don't know, that if you're not from Long Island is, and this happened before I got here, but Patchogue was like kind of a hot mess, right?
Right.
It was like dodgy.
Right.
And a lot of the downtowns, like in a lot of Americana, a lot of the small downtowns got bypassed by big expressways or highways or whatever. And the same thing happened here.
And they all fell. Yeah.
And they all kind of fell apart, and people went to malls or people went to, whatever. So Patchogue was the first like downtown revitalization, really big effort on Long Island. And now everyone on Long Island wants to be Patchogue because it's so awesome.
And there's so many revitalizations happening.
Going on right now.
Throughout our
and we're going to highlight more of them every week. But so keep in mind, but Patchogue, I think if you, the downtown deals is just a bonus, but if you go down there and shop anywhere, you're going to find something unique and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so Port Jefferson, Chamber of Commerce. This is my neighborhood. So if you're not from you say Port Jefferson, but if you are local, you say Port Jeff.
Port Jeff.
Okay.
Or Downport.
Downport. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's even more local.
That's like super local.
That's very hyper local.
Port Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah. But just so you know, if you're visiting, you say Port Jeff. Okay. Yeah. So Port Jeff, Chamber of Commerce, by the way, portjeffchamber.com. It is just like on the water.
Down on the water.
It's on the North Shore. And it's awesome because it's right where the ferry takes off to Boston. I say Boston. It actually goes to Bridgeport, Connecticut. Yes. That's how I get to Boston. So it's so beautiful. You could just take that ferry ride as like an experience.
Definitely.
But it takes your whole car on there. Anyway, Port Jeff, I live right there, so I'm telling you, there are events literally every weekend. Yep. The Dickens Festival is one of the most famous events coming up. I think I was just talking to Danielle on our team. We're going to do the Dickens Festival.
Good.
But they also have a Santa parade on November 28th. And literally, they have like the pet parade. They have so much.
There's a store in downtown Port Jeff that's just literally dedicated to like puppy treats.
Oh, yeah. And they make them, and they're like organic, and they make them themselves.
It's so cute.
Oh, my God. I'm in Port Jeff all the time because Kate and Hale are one of my favorite clothing stores.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. They've got the cutest stores. I just went to a new BYOG wine bar there, and the cool thing is
cute.
The wine is all on tap.
That's amazing.
And so you can buy like 3, 6, or 9 ounce pours, and you can go around like taste all these different wines.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
awesome.
You just pay at the end for whatever you decide to drink.
So they like keep a tab on you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
you put your card
cool.
down, or like you swipe it or whatever, and then at the end you come back and you're like, what did I drink? So anyway, so they're amazing. Danford's is also there, one of my favorite properties.
Danford's, yeah.
And it is just an incredible place to stay, eat dinner. There's an ice skating rink that pops up there in the winter.
So cute.
You know, I always describe Long Island downtowns in the winter as like, it's like a little snow globe.
Yeah. It is.
It's like you're peering in on this little. I said to the conference, I'm like, living on Long Island is like living in utopia.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and I'm sorry for all of you that I get to live there. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure they're all like, okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
But it's so cute. And so Port Jefferson, I love it. And I know this store. The Earring Taboo store is family-owned boutique. And there's a great Indian fusion cuisine called Cigar.
That's so awesome.
And the best thing about it is they have this awesome upper deck. And if you go up there, you look over all the water. It's beautiful harbor water views. So Port Jeff is just such a great place. Shop small this winter, this holiday season, and we're going to highlight 2 chambers for the next few weeks to just give you some ideas.
About that because
Me too.
We love our downtowns, and this is incredible because nobody else will know it until they come here.
These are our communities.
Yeah.
These are our neighbors.
Yeah.
You know, and they've made their livings, and most of these places are like generational, family generations.
And a lot of them are entrepreneurs. They're
Yeah.
young entrepreneurs that are like building their business.
Right.
And this is the way to go. Shop small.
Shop small, and then also look at our Amazon page.
Yes. Yeah.
For our Amazon store.
Yeah.
Because we're going to help you no matter what, right? Because
Yeah.
we're here for you. It's also November, so thankful month.
Yeah.
Things to be thankful for, and I think we should talk about being thankful every week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to totally kind of be like cheesy and say I'm super thankful for this team and this podcast.
Me too,
And
yeah.
when you travel, like when I think I'm like still, you know, I'm like maybe still overly emotional because I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Especially from being at a conference and being like
And then
constant sessions,
you
up all
ran
night,
here.
early,
Yeah.
being on panels and then jumping on a flight and getting here at 1 a.m. But honestly, it reminds me when I go to these things, it really reminds me how thankful I am for every single person that shows up here every day and gives 110% for this community. And I don't know why we have the secret sauce.
I don't know. You know, it's
I don't
something
understand
in
it. The water.
It really is. I think we do. I'm going to piggyback you on that and just say how thankful I am for this team because you and I, you know, when we started,
there were some tough times.
There were some tough times, but we've
got some stories.
We've succeeded. You know what I mean? I think just in the team alone and just the work that we produce around here, and not to pat us on the back, but to be, you know, grateful for everything that we have here and this entire team. Like we couldn't do it without them.
All right, so teasers,
Fit
Doc. We're going on a spa episode.
Oh, I was so excited. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, tell them what it is.
So we're going to a spa. How do you pronounce it? Aram in Syosset. And we are going to do a Fit Doc Friday episode, which is on our TikToks.
Yeah.
You and I are going to experience that with Dr. Reed at Aram Salon in Syosset.
I love how they gave us like a menu of things, and all three of us chose the facial that's like anti-wrinkles.
Also 24 karat gold.
Yeah, we're
all
we'll
like,
take that.
I'll take the gold. Thanks.
And they have like this tea ceremony.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to try it.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And we will talk about it all on our tea podcast.
And then next episode, this has been a very special episode and it's going on way too long. But the next episode is comedian Tom Kelly.
I can't wait for him.
We got a pregame for that one.
We really do.
I've watched his Instagram and everything.
He's hysterical.
Hilarious.
He's been on the Today Show.
Yeah.
He's been on so many NBC, like everything.
He's like a real legit comedian and he makes fun of Long Island all the time, which is what I love about him.
He hangs out with Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah, but in a good way. Like obviously we all make fun of like, you know, our home that we love so much, but I'm really excited about that.
Me too. I can't wait.
Yeah, and then the other thing is we've got our annual meeting coming up. So we've got our keynote speaker is confirming.
Is she confirmed?
She's in. I won't tell you what it is yet.
That's awesome.
But she's a best-selling author and she's amazing. And so I'm gonna
Can't wait for that.
I've been
That's
reading her
awesome.
book and it's so cool. So I'm gonna tell you her book in future shows. So stay tuned. Thank you, by the way, the whole team. Thank you so much for everything you did for this. Thank you to our HotTeas. Thank you to our board of directors and everyone that listens to us and supports us and that lives and loves Long Island.
Happy
See you next week.
anniversary.